everyone, welcome back to our channel Upcoming IAS. So today I'll start 8th class polity ncert chapter 1. So this is unit 1 actually. So you can see all the Constituent Assembly member pictures been given. If you want you can zoom in and can see whoever are the important personalities also. So what is given in this page? This book explores the Indian Constitution, its principles and historical context. It discusses the liberal constitution, the anti-colonial struggle and secularism, which promotes freedom and equality while maintaining separation. The chapter highlights the unique nature of Indian secularism, which protects religious freedom but also allows for religious reform. Understanding these complex points is crucial for teaching students. Okay, so as it's a teacher's note, so it has been written on that perspective. So let's just directly move on to the chapter. This is chapter 1, the Indian Constitution. This chapter discusses the concept of constitutive rules in a society such as football and hockey. It discusses the Indian Constitution. Actually, a contemporariness has been shown between how the rules are there and how we follow the rules in sports and what rules are there in our Constitution of India. Okay, so it discusses the Indian Constitution, a written document formulated through consensus and often available in written form. The chapter explores the key features of the Constitution, which are crucial to the functioning of democracy in India. The next page, why does a country need a constitution? You can see the picture over here. Okay. So most countries have a constitution which serves several purposes. It outlines ideals for a country's society, outlines rules and principles for government, and binds citizens to a common belief system, ensuring democratic governance. So this is, you can see a picture of Nepal's fight for democracy. This one also. Nepal, a country bordering India, has been a monarchy since 1990. A people's movement in 2006 successfully ended the king's powers, leading to the need for a new constitution. The people of Nepal want a new constitution to reflect their ideals and move from a monarchy to a democratic government. The previous constitution defined the country's political system, but a new one is needed to establish a new society. Okay, there was earlier existing a constitution, but they now need a new one. You can see the small snippet given over here. If you want, you can read them. Okay. And all this questions in blue mark. The Indian Constitution, a fundamental right guaranteed by the Constitution, protects citizens from discrimination based on religion, race, caste, gender, and place of birth. However, it also provides safeguards against misuse of authority by political leaders such as Suresh. Here given the a comic kind of picture has been shown in a narration format. So here Suresh, a class monitor who can misuse his power to pick on classmates or threaten security. Okay, he misused his power, right? So let's see what is there in this snippet. This is a games period. How majority and minority concept is there. This has been explained over here. In democratic societies, a majority can enforce decisions that exclude minorities and go against their interest. Constitutions protect minorities from exclusion and prevent domination by the majority. They also prevent dominant groups from using power against less powerful groups. A storyboard illustrates this issue in a classroom setting. This storyboard actually. So here another storyboard. You can see how a girl faces a dilemma between her test and her favorite television show, and how she finally took the right decision. Okay, the Constitution safeguards democratic societies from adverse decisions that could undermine larger principles, ensuring that citizens' rights and freedom are protected and not easily overridden by whims. If you want, you can pause and look at the screen color snippet. Next one is the Indian Constitution key features. Okay, so the storyboard above was about Shabnam, who was deciding whether to watch her favorite TV show or not, as she has a test tomorrow and needs to revise for it. So she finally took the decision to revise it, and she performed well in her examination. The Indian Constitution, drafted by a group of around 300 people in 1946, reflects the nation's struggle for independence from British rule. It aims to establish a democratic government with equal treatment and participation. The Constitution was crafted through consensus and compromise, ensuring a sense of unity among its members. Here's the picture of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The Constituent Assembly drafted the Indian Constitution, addressing diversity, unity, socio-economic reform, and representation. The Constitution reflected the nation's diverse communities, language, religion, and culture. Federalism, involving multiple levels of government, was a key feature. Baba Saheb Dr. Ambedkar, known as Father of Indian Constitution, urged scheduled castes to join government and civil services to ensure their rights were protected. Okay, so here is a picture. Photo below shows people standing in line to cast their votes. I'm sorry. To cast their votes. The Indian Constitution establishes a parliamentary form of government, with each state having autonomy in exercising powers on specific issues. The Constitution lists the issues and funding sources for each tier of government, ensuring that all individuals are governed by laws and policies made by each level. The term state is used to distinguish it from government, which is responsible for administering and enforcing laws. The Indian state, for example, has a democratic form of government. The Constitution of India guarantees universal adult suffrage for all citizens, ensuring a democratic mindset. The Constitution separates powers between the legislature, executive, and judiciary, preventing misuse of power. So in the right side, a photo has been given here. Member of Constituent Assembly feared that the executive might become too strong and ignore its responsibility to the legislature. The Assembly therefore included a number of provisions in the Constitution to limit and control the action taken by executive branch of government as a whole. The Indian Constitution, known as the Conscience, protects citizens against the misuse of state power and guarantees the rights of individuals against the state and other individuals. It also guarantees the rights of minorities against the majority. The Constitution includes fundamental rights such as equality, freedom, protection against exploitation, freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and the right to constitutional remedies. These rights ensure equal protection for all citizens, protect minority communities, and guide the independent Indian state in reducing poverty. The Indian Constitution, signed by Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and other members of the Constituent Assembly, outlines ideals for citizens and representatives. It has been amended over time to reflect new concerns and changes in the fundamental nature of the country. The Constitution also mentions 11 fundamental duties which are important for citizens in a democracy. You can see in the right side pictures of the above photo shows various members of the Constituent Assembly signing a copy of the Constitution at its final session on 24 January 1950. The first photo from top shows Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru signing. Second photo is of Dr. Rajendra Prasad, President of the Constituent Assembly. Last photo shows the following persons from right to left: Shri Jairam Daulatram, Minister for Food and Agriculture; Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Health Minister Dr. John Mathai; Finance Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Deputy Prime Minister, and behind him Sir Jagjeevan Ram, Labour Minister. So these are the pictures. Have a look at it. Yes. So let's move on to the next page. Oh, actually it's done. So we are done with this chapter. Yes. In the last page, glossary has been given. If you want, you can pause it and have a look at it. Thank you so much for today's class. And if you want more such sessions like this, please stay tuned to our channel. So please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.